Good afternoon, students. How are you all? Good afternoon, Vedika. Good afternoon, Anuja. Good afternoon, Pranav. Good afternoon, Pranav. Only 40 students are added. My class में 58 students will be added na. Good afternoon, Shreyesh, Samruddhi. Again, special modifications in short. Okay, beta. Definitely I'll explain. 100% I'll explain. Manisha, hello sir. Hello, beti. Hello. Nabangi, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Nabangi. Indrajit, good afternoon. Why today less students? Only 40 students are added. I think we need to wait for 5 more minutes. Hello, Atharva. Hello. Students will wait for at least 3-4 minutes because only 40 students are added. Okay. We'll wait for 5 minutes. सर आज आपने लोकेशन चेंज किया है क्या? क्या लोकेशन बेटा? नो लोकेशन. Okay. No, it's not library. It is earlier my room. Now I got my own cabin. Sir, please announce on group. What I should announce on group, Prabhu? What should I announce? Sir, please announce on group. What should I announce? How are you, sir? I'm good. Okay. 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 Okay, that join lecture. Okay, Yogeshwari. I'll announce it. Class started like this. Okay, announcing कर रहा है बेटा. I'm just announcing it. Students, I'll just be right back. I'll take the charger and come, okay? Okay, students, I think I need to start because I waited 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Now it is 1:35. So 5 minutes I waited. So I think I need to start. What do you say? Can I start or not? Yeah, sir. Yes. Okay, I'll start. Okay. Otherwise हमको लेट हो जाएगा इसलिए. Okay. Now, some students, they have some doubt on a special type of stems. See, special stem modifications may, the first one, it is nothing but phylloclade. If the stem takes the charge of photosynthesis, then that particular stem, it is called as phylloclade. Usually, if you take a plant में leaf is a photosynthetic, but ये सब हमको पता है. But in some plants, the leaves, they convert themselves into form spines. Understanding it? So that there must be some other thing to take the charge of the photosynthesis. That's why stem takes the charge of photosynthesis. If the stem, if it converts to the photosynthetic part, then that is called as phylloclade. Whereas if the shortened phylloclade, it is nothing but cladode. You're understanding it? And after that, I explained stem tendril. If sometimes, if the stem, if it becomes so weak, it needs something to what I call to help for climbing, so that the stems, they produces tendrils, so that the tendrils will attach to the, they coiled around the what I call support, so that the plant body can be able to grow. You're understanding it? Whereas stem thorns, matlab some plants, for their protection, they exhibit or they produce some pointed needle like structures, so that they will protect themselves from the grazing plants, and that is called as stem thorns. And the last one, very important one, that is nothing but bulbil. Bulbil matlab, from the stem, the buds, they start storing the food material. After storing the food material, they automatically detaches from the main plant, and they grow as an independent plant body, then that is called as bulbil. So these are all the special stem modification, students. And today's class, I am starting a new topic, that is nothing but leaf. So till now I explained about root, and yesterday's class I completed about stem, and today's class I am starting the leaf, understanding it? So before I start the leaf, I'll just on the mic, students, if anyone know anything about leaf, please tell me. After you tell, then I'll start. Okay, what do you mean by leaf? Please tell me, what do you know about leaf? Anyone? 60 students, may anyone wanted to tell, what do you know about leaf? You can tell. What is leaf? Anyone are interested to tell what is leaf?
It helps to perform photosynthesis.
Very good, very nice. Or any other answers?
Is a part of a tree which helps
Huh?
Hello.
on photosynthesis and has stomatas on the lower side of its surface.
Hmm.
It has venations
Hmm.
and it helps to perform photosynthesis.
Hmm. Perfect, perfect. Who is that? Who is that?
Harsh.
Harsh, very nice. Huh? But a small correction in your, it's not a mistake, huh? It's just a correction in your what do you call definition. You know what is that? Stomata on lower side, you should not specify. Reason kya hai na? In the monocots, the stomata are present even on the upper surface. When you are giving the definition na, don't specify it consisting of stomata, itna hai. Don't specify it is present on lower side or upper side, because only in dicots only the stomata are present in the lower side, but in monocots it is present lower side also and also on the upper side. Ye thoda hai na, definition mein generalized statement must be given, understanding it? Okay, very good. Nice attempts. Now, as everyone told, many of you told, basically leaf in earlier cases, leaf, it is also considered as a kitchen of the plant body. I think you know. For example, let us take our house. If you take our house, hall will be there, or what you call bedrooms are there, dining room is there, storeroom is there, like that. Many rooms are there, but where the food it will be what you call prepared, obviously the food it will be prepared in the kitchen. Like that, in the plants, root will be there, stem will be there, buds, flowers, fruits, any many parts are there, but the food it is prepared only in the leaf, understanding it? Sorry. That's why leaf earlier days, even now also, it is considered as the kitchen of the plant body. I repeat, leaf is considered as the kitchen of the plant body. You're understanding it? Whereas why leaf it is considered as the kitchen of the plant body? Because leaf it performs a dynamic process, a complex chemical process, that is nothing but photosynthesis. photosynthesis. Understanding it? It's a dynamic process. Understanding it? It's a complex chemical process. So how can we define photosynthesis? Let us see. If you take the photosynthesis is a complex, it is a complex chemical process. It is a complex chemical process in which plants, by utilizing carbon dioxide and water, they prepare their own food material, C6H12O6. Understanding it? In the presence of sunlight, and it's a complex chemical process only, you are calling it as photosynthesis. I repeat, photosynthesis is a complex chemical process in which plants, by using carbon dioxide and water, it prepares its own food material in the presence of sunlight, and this process only we are calling it as photosynthesis. Abhi samajh mein aaya what is the meaning of photosynthesis? So plants prepare their own food material. That is the reason why plants are considered as autotrophs. Autotrophs matlab the organisms which can prepare their own food material, then that particular organisms only called as this what do you call, autotrophs. Any doubts in this? If you have any doubt till now, you can please ask. Till now, any doubts are there? Till here, any doubts, beta? Okay, no one are speaking, matlab you don't have any doubts, I am thinking so. Such a leaf, if you take, let us take, imagine, just imagine this is a stem. Consider for a while this is a stem. Okay, and the stem, it consisting of the node. See, this is a node, and you know very well, because many times I told now, the gap that is present between, so this is called as internode. So this is node and this is a node. The gap that is present between two nodes, that is called as internode. Yes, I already told. So now let us go to the leaf. Always the leaf, it arises from the nodal portion of the stem. Dekho. Now you see this is a leaf, but this leaf, where it is arising from, आपको दिख रहा है ना clearly, and this is a nodal region. That means always the leaf, it arises from the nodal portion of the stem. You're understanding it or not? So actually, one thing let me tell you, not only the leaf, even what you call flower, or even fruit, or even bud, any other part of the plant body, it has to develop from nodal portion only. This is a very important point that I already told you in the stem topic. Understanding it? So that the leaf also, it produces out of the nodal portion only. You're understanding it? Now let us take the first one. Yes, if you take the leaf, let us first of all take the definition of the leaf. If you take the definition, leaf, it is a dorsoventral part of the plant. I repeat, leaf is a dorsoventral flattened structure. Sir, what is a dorsoventral flattened structure? That means आगे से और पीछे से. That means दोनों. Let us take, this is a leaf, up and also down. That means दोनों side से it is flat. For example, you know your mothers, sometimes they make roti. When they are making roti, see, they will roll that particular stick. That rolling stick is there. When they roll the stick, what happens? It will be flattened from the upper side also, and it obviously flattened from the lower side also. If any surface or if any part, if it is getting flattened from upper side and also from the lower side, and that particular part, it is called as dorsoventrally flattened. If you take leaf, मेरा जैसे बहुत पतला दिखता है. Understanding it? So it is upper side and also lower side, it is flattened. If it is flattened, then structure, it is called as born on the nodal regions of the stem, which helps in the performing of photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Making the food material by utilizing the sunlight. Understanding it? And this is a standard and perfect definition for the leaf. Any doubts in the leaf definition? If you have any doubts in the leaf definition, you can ask. Otherwise, I'll go to the next point. Please ask. On the mic, ask your doubt, and off your mic. Okay, again, don't on the mic. Any doubts in the leaf definition?
No, sir.
Very good, perfect. Better off the mic, okay? When you have doubt, then you on the mic again, okay? Now let us take a plant, just example के लिए बोल रहे, just only for your understanding I'm telling you. Let us consider this is a plant, okay? This is a bud region, and let us take, these are the leaves. Consider just I am telling only for your understanding bachcho, okay? Now this is a root, okay? Now imagine this is a plant. Now this plant, it consisting of, imagine 20 leaves. Students, I am again telling you only for your understanding I'm telling this, okay? Imagine a plant consisting of 20 leaves. All the leaves that are present on the plant body, all the leaves together called as phylum. Understood? What is phylum? If a plant consisting of, imagine 150 leaves, and all that 150 leaves together, we have to call it as phylum. Imagine a ficus plant is there, ficus tree is there. A ficus tree consisting of more than 10,000 leaves. That all the 10,000 leaves, that means the total number of leaves, it may be 10 or it may be 10,000, that doesn't matter. But all the leaves that are present on a plant, that leaves all together called as phylum. Abhi samajh mein na what is phylum? Can anyone, 60 members are attending my class, 60 members mein can anyone define what is phylum?
The
Anyone,
total number
whoever are
of
interested.
leaves, the total number of leaves present on a
Plant.
plant is called as phylum.
Phylum. Perfect, perfect, very good, very good. Now let us take one more point. These 2 points may any no doubts are there because you only answered it, that's very good. Now if you take the next point, there are 3 important parts that are there on the leaf. That means if you take a leaf, एक plant पकड़ो, plant से एक आप क्या करेगा ना, एक leaf निकालो, then you can be able to clearly see 3 important parts. What are the 3 important parts? The first part, it is called as a leaf base. Let us take, just imagine, this is called leaf base. Understanding it? Now this leaf base, it produces petiole, and the petiole, it gives rise to the leaf. You're understanding it? So the first part, understanding it, is nothing but leaf base. It is called as leaf base. Understanding it? Now the second part, it is nothing but petiole. Understanding it? Sir, what is petiole, what is leaf base? Just give me 1 minute. Just in 1 minute I'll tell everything, okay? First learn the names, and after learning the names, I will tell you what is leaf base, what is petiole, everything I'll tell, okay? And this expanded region, देखो कितना expanded है, okay? And this expanded region, it is called as lamina. Understanding it? So totally kitna, you only count leaf base ek, petiole do, and the third part, it is nothing but lamina. So totally how many parts are there bachon? You can count. There are 3 important parts. Understanding it? 3 important parts are there on the leaf. What are they? Leaf base. Leaf base, it is also called as hypopodium. What is the other name of leaf base? Hypopodium. And petiole, it is also called as mesopodium. And the last one, that is nothing but lamina. That lamina, it is called as epipodium. I repeat, leaf base, it is called as hypopodium, and petiole, it is called as mesopodium, and lamina, it is called as epipodium. Now we are going to discuss about all the parts in a very detailed manner. Every point we are going to explain in a detailed manner. Understanding it? But idhar tak kuch doubts hai kya? Can I go for the next slide, or you have any doubts?
No doubt, sir.
Perfect,
Doubt,
perfect.
sir.
Okay, very good students, very good. Now let us
Hello?
take बेटा बोलिए, सुन रहे बेटा बोलिए.
मतलब जहाँ से पेटियोल, मतलब जहाँ से लीव स्टार्ट होता है वो वाला, या उनके बीच वाला पार्ट?
I'll tell, don't worry, मैं हूं ना. You learned the names ना. Now उसका detailed explanation में अभी दे रहे हैं. Okay, don't worry. Okay. Okay. Now let us start with the leaf base. Leaf base, it is otherwise called as, it is called as hypopodium. You're understanding it? Now let us consider, किधर draw, इधर थोड़ा जगह है, इधर I'll draw. Now just imagine this is a stem. Just imagine this is a stem. Now stem obviously consisting of node. A to pata hai, I need not to tell every time. And imagine this is a node. The portion of the leaf, I repeat, okay, the portion of the leaf from where the leaf it attaches to the node, the leaf it attaches to the node, that means leaf base is a portion. Now this is a leaf base. So from the leaf base, what happens, this leaf it attaches to this particular node. So now this portion it is called as the leaf base. Understanding it? Now this exact portion it is called as a leaf base. Understanding it? That means you please understand what am I telling. The region, otherwise I'll draw once again, otherwise I'll rub it and again I'll draw. Now just imagine this is a stem. आपको पता है this is a stem and this is nothing but nodal region. Now the region where the leaf it is attached to the nodal region, the exact portion where the leaf it is getting attached to the nodal region, and this portion. Now this exact portion, this portion is there na, I am circling it, and this portion it is nothing but leaf base. You're understanding it? So the leaves are attached to the stem with the help of the leaf base. Understanding it or not? Now leaf base में any doubts are there? Exactly leaf base मतलब समझ में आया? Leaf base समझ में आया बच्चों?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now,
Yes, sir.
Such a leaf base, in some plants, it undergoes certain modifications. What are the modifications? I have given two modifications. What are they? The first modification is nothing but pulvinous leaf base, and the next one is sheathing leaf base. First of all, I'll explain what pulvinous leaf base. Pulvinous leaf base matlab, if you take some leaves, I'll repeat, I will tell. I'll tell. Just give me one sec. I'll tell. Now, if you take leaf base, if you take any plant, any leaf, the leaf base may be itna. That's it. Itna chota rahega. And this portion, this circled portion, it is called as leaf base. But if you take some plants, sir, example क्या है? Let us take mimosa, cassia, and also bean plants. में क्या होता है ना? The leaf base it is swollen. ऐसा इतना बड़ा होता है. Did you see the इतना बड़ा है? And did you see the normal plant का leaf base कितना है? ये छोटा है. Did you notice it or not? That means in some plants the leaf base it is swollen, and that swollen leaf base it is called as pulvinous. Understanding it? Now you understood what is the meaning of pulvinous leaf base. Pulvinous leaf base matlab swollen leaf base, it is called as pulvinous leaf base. Students, samajh mein na what is the meaning of pulvinous? Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of pulvinous leaf base? Anyone in the class, can you please tell me what is pulvinous leaf base?
If the leaf base of a leaf is swollen, then it is pulvinous leaf base.
Okay, very good. 3 students answered. I'm very happy for that. You are answering matlab you understood. That is very important thing. Okay. Now, sir, and obviously the one who are listening, everyone will get this doubt. What is that? Sir, why it is swelling? Reason kya hai? Now, before I tell this, I will ask you one question. What is that? How many of you played with Touch Me Not plant?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you touch, just imagine, this is the Touch Me Not plant. Understanding? Imagine these are the leaves of Touch Me Not plant. If you touch it, what happens? Abhi tak leaves aisa hota hai. If whenever you touch the leaves, they become closed and they bend down. Am I correct or not?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That means the pulvinous leaf base, it helps in the sleeping movements of the plant body. If you touch the mimosa plant, that means a touch me not plant, touch me not plant, it is actually called as mimosa. Of course complete name is mimosa pudica. कंप्लीट नेम जरूर नहीं है, एटलीस्ट माइमोजा तक थोड़ा याद रख, अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट. इफ यू टेक माइमोजा प्लांट, सम प्लांट्स दे शो स्लीपिंग मूवमेंट्स. सर व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ स्लीपिंग मूवमेंट्स? See, whenever they feel any stimulus it is not good for them, immediately they fold their leaves and they go down. Then that is called as sleeping movements. So pulvinous leaf base, it helps the leaf to exhibit sleeping movements. समझ में आया? और एक बार बोलूं मैं, pulvinous leaf base में any question you can ask. Otherwise I'll go to the next one.
Understood, sir.
Understood, sir.
Fine. Very good.
Sir,
Very
I
good,
have a
sir.
doubt.
Yeah, please ask.
Sir, means in bean leaves also they will show sleeping movement.
Yeah, sleeping movement, but not exactly like the क्या बोलते हैं mimosa में clearly you can be able to see folding, bending down, है ना. bean में ऐसा नहीं, the leaf it है ना, it just becomes, see, leaf is basically leaf ऐसा होता है, now it becomes like this, थोड़ा folded होता है, then that is called a sleeping movement.
Okay, sir.
और कुछ है बेटा?
Please explain this point.
Which point बेटा?
Pulvinous.
Pulvinous मतलब, see देखो, leaf base in some plants only, not in all plants. In some plants the leaf base, it increases in its volume, that means it is swollen. That swollen leaf base is called as pulvinous leaf base. इधर तक समझ में आया?
Yes.
And उसका function क्या है ना? It helps in the sleeping movements of the leaf. What is sleeping movements? If they find any stimulus is little harmful, ये stimulus मुझे नहीं चाहिए, immediately the leaf है ना, imagine the leaf it is like this, like straight. Now उसको लगा if any stimulus it is dangerous to it, and immediately it bend like this. You're understanding it? And that bending movement is called as sleeping movements. Understanding it?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Now, the next one, it is called as a sheathing leaf base. What is a sheathing leaf base? If you take the sheathing leaf base, bachcho, how many of you played with grass plant? How many of you have seen grass plant clearly? Maybe grass dikhta hai, but I am asking clearly, how many of you have seen? Okay, no one have seen? Okay, I saw, so I am telling it. Okay, now if you take a grass plant, see, this is a grass stem. I don't know how many of you noticed it, but those who are having the habit of playing in the garden, definitely they will observe it. So imagine this is a grass plant, and obviously this is a node, A to I need not to tell, and this is also a node, and this is also a node. Now the leaf, it arises from the node A to sabko pata hai, but half of the portion of the internode, this leaf it covers it, and then it comes out like this. I don't know how many of you observed it. That's why when you open it, see, ऐसा होता है. When you open it also, imagine this is a stem, ऐसा आता है, and then you can pluck it. Understand? ये थोड़ा ये ऐसा roll होता है. Imagine this is an internode and this is a leaf, ऐसा roll होता है, and remaining portion it project like this. Understanding? Imagine this is a leaf and this is a some portion of the leaf. Okay, this is some portion of the leaf and this is the actual leaf. Some portion of the leaf, it completely enrolls this particular covers this particular internode. Understanding it? Then this is called as a sheathing leaf base. Understanding it? And clearly those who are having the habit of playing in the garden, playing with the grass, they can clearly see what is the meaning of sheathing leaf base. How many of you have seen? How many of you have experienced my statement?
Yes, sir, I have experienced.
Understanding? When you pluck na, see, if you wanted to pluck, what happens na, the leaf thoda है ना ऐसा आगे जाने के बाद ये टूटता है. Am I correct or not? Because some portion of the leaf, it circles that particular internode. If some portion of the internode, if it is covered by the leaf, then that is called as a sheathing leaf base. अभी समझ में है ना?
Sir.
Sir,
Very good. हाँ बेटा बोलिए बेटा.
Sir, it is observed in wheat also.
Yeah,
Wheat.
in wheat also, whereas in rice also, banana also, grasses also. See, what not? Let us take almost all the monocots they show. Again, see, not all the monocots, but most of the monocots they will show this sheathing leaf base. Monocots में sheathing leaf base होता है. Understanding it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, beta. Now, such sheathing leaf base, it is of two types. What are the two types? Semi-amplexicol and next one is amplexicol. थोड़ा names है ना, थोड़ा difficult है. I know names are little difficult. एक दो बार pronounce कीजिए, पक्का आपको याद रहेगा. Amplexicol. I repeat, amplexicol. Amplexicol. Okay, amplexicol. Understanding it? Amplexicol. Amplexicol. Abhi, anyone in the class, can you pronounce it? What is this?
Amplexicol.
Very good.
Amplexicol.
Very good. Perfect. Perfect.
Amplexicol.
Very good, beta. Very good. Okay. Now, semi-amplexicol. See, students, अच्छा से पढ़ो. Semi-amplexicol. What is the meaning of it? You can definitely tell. Semi. मैं आपको hint दिया. Semi मतलब क्या है?
Half. Half.
Very good.
Half,
Perfect.
half.
That means if you take internode, imagine just ये सब पता है. This is stem node. कितना बार बोलो मैं? Imagine if the sheathing leaf base it is covering only half of the internode, then that is called a semi-amplexicol. No, in the stem the pura internode it is covered. This is another node. Pura internode it is covered by the sheathing leaf base, then that is called as amplexicol. इतना है और कुछ नहीं. Very very important. Read the name. Perfectly आपको समझ में आएगा. Now tell me what is the meaning of semi-amplexicol and amplexicol. Anyone, whoever are interested, tell me.
In
Leaf
semi-amplexicol, the nodes is only half covered, and in amplexicol, it is totally.
Yes, internodes are totally fully covered. Understanding it? Very good, very good. Now the next one, it is nothing but petiole. Some student asked, sir, what is petiole? Now I am telling it, but before I tell it, let me rub it because thoda space to chahiye na. Now let me draw it and then I'll tell. Now if you take the petiole as it is, this never change stem node. Now this is a leaf base. Understanding it? Now, and this is a petiole. Just sorry, this is what the lamina. Now please understand, this is leaf base. This is called as a leaf base, and this is nothing but lamina. Understanding it? Now sir, what is petiole? The region that is present between the leaf base and the leaf lamina, and that only it is called as petiole. Understanding it? The region, the portion present between leaf base and also leaf lamina, and this portion it is called as petiole. Abhi samajh mein na? I don't know who is the one boy asked. That boy, can you please respond? Now you understood what is petiole, beta? Or ek bar
Yes.
bolo me? Understood?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
If you take the petiole can be called as stalk of the flower. For example, you want a stalk of the leaf. I'm sorry. For example, if you wanted to hold the leaf, how do you hold? With the help of the petiole. Understanding it? So petiole can be called as stalk. Otherwise, I'll write. Why unnecessary confusion? If I write, आपको confusion नहीं रहेगा. Stalk of the leaf is called as petiole. Understanding it? The stalk of the leaf it is called as petiole. Understanding it? Now, can anyone tell what is petiole? Anyone? Whoever are interested, tell me.
Stalk of the leaf is called petiole.
Very good. Perfect. थोड़ा continue कीजिए. Present between what?
It is a
Present
portion which is present between leaf base and lamina, and it is also called as stalk of the leaf.
Yes, very good. So the stalk of the leaf which connects the leaf base to the leaf lamina, that region, that portion, that particular portion only you are calling it as petiole. Understanding it? Such petiole, sometimes, see, sometimes it gets modified. How it gets modified? Let us see. Sometimes the petiole, it may become swollen. It may become swollen. Then that is called as swollen petiole. Right? It is swollen. Matlab, obviously, it is called as swollen petiole only, na? Understanding it? Sir, where you can be able to see the best example is aquatic plants. In aquatic plants, the petiole it is swollen. Sir, why the petiole it is swollen? Why reason kya hai? Because swollen petiole it is filled up with air. Please thoda अच्छा से सुनो. Swollen petiole का अंदर हवा एयर होता है, so that the plant का weight है ना, it becomes light, so that it can freely float on the water surface. Understanding it? I repeat, in aquatic plants, again I repeat, in aquatic plants, the petiole it becomes swollen due to the air, because of the air अंदर हवा रहेगा ना, that's why the petiole it is swollen. Because it is swollen, the face. Now swollen petiole समझ में आया ना बच्चों? swollen petiole,
Understood, sir.
Sir,
very good, perfect. Now sometimes क्या होता है ना, the petiole it becomes winged. Sir, winged मतलब क्या है? See, आपको birds तो पता है ना, bird wings कैसे होता है? देखो, imagine this is a leaf base. Now some plants, I am talking about some plants, the petiole it becomes a wing like structure. ऐसा, this is a leaf base and petiole it becomes wing जैसा, and उसको ऊपर क्या रहेगा? Leaf रहेगा. If the petiole, if it is converting itself to form a wing-like structure, then that is called as winged petiole. Which petiole? Winged petiole. That can be seen in citrus. I don't know how many of your houses में citrus. Actually, मेरा घर पे I brought citrus plant. Due to whatever the reason, मैं तो अच्छा से I have taken care, but still it is like gone. नसीब में नहीं, I think the citrus plant. Understanding it? Now I don't have any citrus plant, but earlier I thought of एक citrus plant घर पे, I wanted to grow it and I brought it, but it is no more now. Understanding it? But how many of you are having citrus plant at your place? I don't know. If you observe any citrus plant like sweet lime, nimbu or oranges, they are called as citrus plants. In that citrus plants, the petiole it is little, see, wing जैसा होता है. Understanding it? If wing जैसे petiole है, then that is called as winged petiole. Understanding it? बच्चों समझ में आया?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Very good. Now the next one, in Nepenthes, I think so. Nepenthes आपको पता है ना? Some plants they eat insects. कीड़ा खाते हैं. Understanding it? हम
Insectivorous.
insectivorous. हम लोग खाते हैं बिरयानी. उसको बिरयानी क्या है ना? Insects. Understanding it? So the insect eating plants are called as insectivorous. See, in the name itself, you ज़्यादा दिमाग लगने के लिए जरूर नहीं. Insect. Orus. Oring matlab kya hai? Eating. Insectivoring. That means what? Insect eating plants are called as insectivorous. Understanding it? So this insectivorous plant, it is nothing but Nepenthes. Nepenthes is one of the example for insectivorous. In that what happens, you know, the petiole it converts into a tendril like structure. ऐसा spring जैसा, and उसको top में leaf lamina, ऐसा this leaf lamina रहेगा, and this is a leaf base, and this is a stem, and this is a node. Understanding it? So this is a leaf base. Understanding it? And the petiole देखो, petiole कैसा हो गया? Spring जैसा हो गया ना? That means this is spring like structure, it is called as tendril, and on top of it the leaf base, leaf lamina. अभी समझ में है ना? And that can be seen in what I call Nepenthes, and that is called as a tendrilar petiole. I repeat, tendrilar petiole. ये समझ में आया?
Hello.
हाँ, बेटा बोलिए.
But with this structure, how the leaves can be stand?
See, they don't stand better. They coil around the support and they grow straight. Understanding it? It's a climbing modification.
Now I understand.
Very good. Now the next one, very important. This point है ना, it is already asked in your NEET exam, so I'm circling it. See, when I say it is important, please अच्छा से पढ़ो बच्चों, otherwise आपको problem आएगा. This particular point, it is already asked in your NEET exam. What is that? Fill load. Sir, what is fill load? Sometimes let me rub it. और किधर, हाँ इधर if I rub मुझे थोड़ा space मिलेगा. 1 second, I'll explain. Just give me 1 second, I will explain. Yes, I got space. Now I'll explain. Now, in some plants, क्या होता है ना? This is a leaf base. First, let me draw the stem. A stem, a common, and this is a node, and this is nothing but this is a what you call leaf base. And now, what happens? थोड़ा अच्छा से देखो. From here, the petiole arises na. Now the petiole, it converts itself into a leaf-like structure. That means दिखने में a leaf जैसे दिखता है, but it is not leaf. Students, it's not dignity to tell you every time. Off the mic if you don't have any doubts. Please, I request you. I am requesting you to off your mic if you don't have any doubt. If you have doubt on your mic, speak and immediately off your mic. Okay, now this petiole है ना, this petiole, it looks like it converts itself into a leaf like structure. हमको क्या लगता है ना, अरे यही leaf है, but actually it is not the leaf. Leaf इधर है. Understanding it? That means same leaf में दो leaves जैसे दिखता है. Understanding it? If the petiole, if it converts into a leaf like structure, देख लो, it is converted into leaf नहीं बच्चों, it is converted into leaf like structure. That means leaf जैसे दिखता है, but it is not leaf. Understanding it? If the petiole converts into leaf like structure, then that is called as phyllodes. Understanding it? अच्छा से याद रख. Very very important question. It is already asked in your NEET exam, students. Okay. And sir, किधर दिखता है? In Australian acacia plant. Simply, no need to read the complete name, बच्चों. Just write acacia. Acacia plant में you can be able to see. There is a plant called as acacia plant. In acacia plant में what happens? You can be able to see the petiole looks like leaf, but it is not leaf. Understanding it? That leaf-like modification of the petiole is called as phyllodes. The leaf-like modification of the petiole, that is called as phyllodes. Understanding it? Now, petiole में any doubt you can ask. Otherwise, I'll go to the next part. Okay, you are not asking matlab you must have understood. And the next one, it is nothing but lamina. What to speak of lamina सबको पता है. The expanded portion इधर clearly दिख रहा है. See, this is a lamina. The expanded portion of the leaf which helps in the photosynthesis and transpiration. See, कितना expanded देखो, आपको clearly दिख रहा है ना. The expanded portion which helps in 1 photosynthesis and 2 transpiration. दोनों. Transpiration मतलब बच्चों पता है ना, the process of removal of excess water in form of vapor. The process of removal of excess water in form of vapor, and that only you are calling it as transpiration. Photosynthesis matlab I already told you. So lamina, it helps in transpiration and also photosynthesis. Okay, with this I completed all the 3 parts of the leaf. Any single doubt, any small or big, any doubt you can ask. Which part?
Phyllodes.
See, देखो, petiole in some cases it converts itself into a leaf-like structure. दिखने में leaf जैसा दिखता है, but it is not leaf. So if the petiole, if it converts into a leaf-like structure, then that modification it is called as phyllodes. अभी समझ में आना बेटा?
Yes.
Very good, very good. और कुछ और
स्वेलन पेटियोल का डायग्राम बताइए ना.
स्वोलन पेटियोल को क्या करना है?
डायग्राम, उसका डायग्राम बताइए ना एक बार. स्वेलन पेटियोल का.
हाँ, स्वोलन पेटियोल को. हाँ,
मतलब वो थोड़ा सा समझ में नहीं आया वो स्वोलन पेटियोल.
ओके, देखो, ए नॉर्मल swollen petiole मतलब देखो, if you take this is a leaf base, okay, this is a stem node, ये सब पता है ना. See, sometimes what happens, you know, the leaf base, sorry, the petiole, it becomes a little swollen, and अंदर क्या रहेगा ना, they consisting of air, so they consisting of air filled cavities, air filled cavities. Understanding it? So due to air filled cavities, what happens, the weight of that particular plant, it becomes light, they becomes light in weights, so it helps in buoyancy, especially this type of the air filled cavities with the in the petiole, that can be seen in aquatic plants. Example Eichhornia, but you can take any example, any aquatic plant is an example for this. Understanding it? So if the petiole, if it is swollen due to the air filled cavities, then that is called as a swollen petiole, can be seen in aquatic plants. Okay beta?
Okay. Some means in lotus it can be seen.
No, lot. See, no, here very good question. I don't know who is that. Basically all the aquatic plants may you can't be able to see swollen petiole. Most of the aquatic plants may you can be able to see, especially submerged. Sir, what is submerged? Floating aquatic plants may you can be able to see the swollen petiole, not completely like us what you call pani mein andar डूबेगा ना, that particular aquatic plants में you can't be able to see. Understanding it?
Okay, got sir.
Okay, so I think I can take the next slide because I clarified all your doubts. I'm thinking so, but still you have any doubts, you can ask. What happened? Why it is not getting loaded? 1 second students, it is getting loaded. Huh? Yes, various types of leaves. Understanding it? So till now I explained about the structure of the leaf. Understanding it? Now I am explaining about various types of the leaf. The first leaf, it is nothing but foliage leaf, the normal photosynthetic leaf, the normal the normal green photosynthetic leaves, they are called as foliage leaves. That means normal leaves you can be able to see on the what you call you can be able to see that normal leaves, they are called as what? Foliage leaves. Whereas sometimes what happens, you know, the leaf, it becomes very dry, the leaf, it becomes too much dry and it loses the capacity of photosynthesis. That means it loses the, earlier it is photosynthetic, but dhire dhire what happens, you know, the photosynthetic ability hai na, it is gone. Now if the leaf, it becomes very dry and loses the ability of photosynthesis, then that is called a scaly leaf. I repeat, if the leaf becomes very dry and loses the capacity of the photosynthesis, then that type of leaf, it is called as scaly leaf. Any doubts in scaly leaf? Okay, you're not asking matlab you don't have any doubts. I'm thinking so. Now the next one, it is nothing but bracteole. What is the meaning of bracteole? Thoda अच्छे से बेटा बोलिए.
जिंजर में ये स्केली लीव्स मिलते हैं ना?
Yes, ginger में clearly, very clearly you can see. Understanding it? After finishing my class, you can clearly see the ginger. Mama ko you ask, she will give you, and clearly you can be able to see the scaly leaves.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now the next one, it is nothing but bracteole. See, thoda अच्छे से सुनो. I don't know how many of you noticed it. Sometimes, see, this is a flower consisting of stalk of the flower, it is called as pedicel. ये तो पता है ना आपको. Now, I don't know how many of you noticed it, but some plants, they consisting of the leaf-like structures that are present on the pedicel. A leaf जैसे दिखता है, but they are not leaves. Understanding it? So leaf-like structures that are present on the pedicel. Sir, किधर sir? मैं तो कभी भी नहीं देखा. How many of you seen the plant of lady's finger? Lady's finger में the flower
Sir,
stalk है ना? On that you can be able to see leaf-like appendages, and that leaf-like appendages that are present on the pedicel, that are called as bracteoles. That are called as what? Bracteoles. समझ में आया?
Please explain this.
See, पेडिसिल पता है ना? इसी ये सब छोड़ दो, पहले पेडिसिल पता है ना आपको? पेडिसिल पता है ना? Pedicel matlab stalk of the flower. Flower, see, if you, for example, you wanted to hold the flower here, you need some stalk, na? Understanding it? For example, you went to what is Ganesh Mandir, and Ganesh Mandir का क्या होता है ना? That entrance में they will sell lotus for 10 rupees. Understanding it? How you are holding the lotus? There is a long pedicel. Either flower रहेगा. Understanding? A long stalk. Hey, Anisha, off your video. मस्ती कर रहे क्लास में. Okay, so now this is what? Stalk. This is stalk of that particular flower. It is called as what? Pedicel. अभी समझ में आना what is the meaning of pedicel?
Yes.
Now, sir, it is called date in Marathi.
मराठी में कुछ तो बोल रहे हैं. मराठी मुझे पता नहीं, हिंदी भी मुझे पता नहीं.
Date in Marathi.
Okay, thank you. Very good. Thank you so much. Now, on the pedicel, if leaf-like structures are present, and that leaf-like structures that are present on the pedicel, that is called as bracteole. Abhi samajh mein na beta?
Yes.
Very good. Now the next one, it is called as bract. Bract matlab this to see pedicel. If you did not see, I accept it because itna observation koi nahi karega. For example, if I am not a biology teacher, at least I don't observe this much. But bract matlab everyone will observe. Sometimes the flower, sometimes this is a flower, this is a pedicel. Understanding it? Now flower, imagine this is a flower, this is a flower, and flower ka stalk base may you can see a small appendage, leaf-like appendage, and this is nothing but bract. Understanding it? This you can see, where you can see sir, hibiscus. Hibiscus मतलब क्या बोलते हैं? Shoe flower बोलते हैं ना? In that shoe flower you can be able to see this bract.
Understand.
Okay, now if you understand, any student, anyone, please tell me what is the difference between bract and bracteole. Bract and bracteole दोनों में difference क्या है? Anyone please tell. Anyone please tell me what is the difference between bract and bracteole.
जो ब्रैक्टेड होता है वो फ्लावर के पास होता है.
हाँ ओके, बोलिए बेटा, सुन रहे बोलिए प्लीज.
In bracteole, leaves are present on pedicel, and in bract, leaves are present on flower axis.
Yes, flower axis. Very good.
So bract are the actual leaves, and bracteole are leaf-like structures.
Yeah. This is also okay. This also we can tell. No problem. Now, the next one, it is called as cotyledonary leaves. Cotyledonary leaves, matlab, let us take the seed is germinating. Just imagine the seed, it is germinating. The early formed leaves from the germinating seed, it is nothing but cotyledonary leaves. I don't know how many of you have seen. See, देखो ऐसा cotyledons होता है, and बीच में this is a stem ऐसा होता है. And of course this is a root. Okay, root ऐसा होता है, but a small like ऐसा बहुत सुंदर दिखता है. To be frank, very cute looking leaves, they arises between the cotyledons. These early formed leaves are nothing but cotyledonary leaves. Students, how many of you have seen this? Okay, no one saw. Okay, no problem. If you don't see also, after that you can be able to see. Whenever a seed is germinating, the early formed leaves that are formed from the germinating seed, and that particular leaves are called as cotyledonary leaves. Okay, now the next one, it is nothing but floral leaves. If you take the floral leaves, see, if you take a flower, let us take this is a pedicel. Pedicel matlab stalk of the flower. and on the stalk you can be able to see some elevated structure, and that is called as thalamus. On that you can be able to see this calyx, and then you can be able to see the corolla, the colorful, this is corolla, and then you can be able to see the stamen, and center me you can be able to see the female reproductive part, that is called as gynoecium. Understanding it? So this calyx, this is called as calyx, and this is called as corolla. Understanding it? And every unit of the calyx it is called as sepal, and every unit of the corolla it is called as petal. For example, just imagine, let us take rose. Just randomly I'm taking one example. Mera muh pe kya hai, I'm taking it. So if you take a rose may imagine 25 petals are there. All the 25 petals together called as corolla, whereas harek petal it is called as petal. Understand? Harek unit it is called as petal. Understanding it? Now this is sepal and petals, and the sepal and petals they are called as floral leaves. Floral leaves में any doubts are there? बच्चों, any doubts in floral leaves?
No, sir.
वेरी गुड. नाउ देखो, अच्छा पॉइंट आ रहे, थोड़ा ध्यान से सुनो. इन सम प्लांट्स एस्पेशली सर, इन सम प्लांट्स मतलब एग्जांपल तो बोलना है ना. इन लिली एंड सम मोनोकॉट्स में सी सेपल्स, एक फ्लावर ले लो आप, लिली फ्लावर ले लो. इन लिली फ्लावर व्हाट हैपेंस, यू नो, दिस सेपल एंड दिस पेटल दोनों दे मिक्स अप, दैट मींस दोनों दो फ्यूज हो जाएगा. फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम सॉरी, पेन है क्या नजदीक में? सी पेन कैप दोनों अलग पार्ट्स है ना, बट व्हेन यू पुट द कैप टू द पेन देन व्हाट हैपेंस, दे लुक लाइक सेम. एम आई करेक्ट और नॉट? लाइक दैट इफ द calyx एंड corolla इफ द फ्यूजेस टू फॉर्म द सेम स्ट्रक्चर, सेम एक ही यूनिट जैसा हो जाएगा तो देन दैट इज कॉल्ड एज पेरियांथ. देन दैट इज कॉल्ड, इधर लिखा ना मैं, पेरियांथ. एंड पेरियांथ इट इज आल्सो कॉल्ड एज tepal. Now you tell me what is the meaning of perianth? Anyone who ever understood, please tell me what is perianth.
Perianth.
Perianth मतलब बोलिए बेटा.
If the calyx and corolla both becomes together and
Yes.
become like a single
Forms a
structure.
common structure. Forms a common. In some plant, in many plants में दोनों अलग अलग होते हैं, है ना. But in some plants like water lily, remaining monocots में calyx and corolla दोनों fuse हो जाएगा and दिखता है एक ही जैसे. Then that is called as perianth or it is called as tepal. Okay.
Understood, sir.
Very good. So with this we completed various types of leaves. I'll stop for 1 minute. In this 1 minute you can ask any doubt, or otherwise I'll go for the next slide.
No doubt, sir.
Very good. Very good.
सर,
हाँ बोलिए बेटा.
लिप लाइक स्ट्रक्चर और ओरिजिनल लिप का सेम फंक्शन होता है क्या?
Function is photosynthesis. Yes, perfect. What you told is correct. Leaf का भी what you call photosynthesis, and even bract and bracteole का भी photosynthesis है बेटा. Okay.
Okay, sir. Understood.
Sir,
हाँ.
can you explain bracteole and bract?
See, okay, first let me, okay, why to rub it? Here jaga hai na. Now imagine this is a stem. Just imagine this is a stem. बोल के ना मैं थक गया. ये stem node. Now this is a stem and imagine in node से एक flower बाहर आ रहा है. देखो ये flower है, calyx and corolla थोड़ा colorful दिखता है ना, so put some dots. Now and see, this is a stalk of the flower that is called as pedicel. Okay na. Now pedicel ka base में एक leaf like structure it is formed, then this is called as bract. Understanding it? Whereas if the leaf like structures, if they are formed on the pedicel, then that is called as bracteole. TUOLE. Understanding it? Any doubts? Now you understood bracteole. बच्चों समझ में आया?
सर नहीं समझ में आया.
Okay,
Yes,
this
sir,
is
some-
what Now you tell me. No, no, I don't tell. Now you only have to tell because you should understand. Now tell me calyx flower. Now tell me what is this? This stalk, it is called as what?
Stalk of flower is
Stalk
called
of
as
the flower, it
pedicel.
is called as okay ना pedicel. Now
Pedicel.
pedicel का base में एक leaf like structure आया and this is called as what?
Bracteole.
Bract. It is called as what? Bract. Understanding it? पेडिसिल का बेस, पेडिसिल का
ब्रैक्टियोल
बेस
लिखा है
में हाँ
सर, वहां पे ब्रैक्टियोल लिखा है ना, लीफ लाइक स्ट्रक्चर ऑन पेडिसिल.
बेटा बेस ऑफ द पेडिसिल, बेटा आपको नहीं दिख रहा है क्या? दिस इज अ पेडिसिल बेटा. पेडिसिल का बेस में इट इज फॉर्म्ड, देन दैट इज कॉल्ड एज ब्रैक्ट. ऑन द पेडिसिल मतलब सी दिस इज ऑन द पेडिसिल. ओके
ओके सर, अंडरस्टूड. अंडरस्टूड
थोड़ा
अंडरस्टूड.
स्लाइड में थोड़ा लिखा नहीं था ना बेस पे, इसलिए थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन हुआ.
Okay, okay, then I'll mention it. Okay, so any more doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, very good.
हेलो,
हाँ हाँ बेटा बोलिए.
फ्लोरल लीफ वाला थोड़ा सा बताइए ना.
See, calyx and corolla. See, you are seeing flower ना. Almost every day हमारा gardens पे flowers तो होता है ना. In flowers you can see calyx and corolla ना.
Yes.
That calyx and corolla only they are called as floral leaves. Okay.
Okay.
इतना और कुछ नहीं. Okay, I think I solved all your doubts. I'm thinking now let us take the most important point of the leaf, which is every time asking question in the leaf, that is nothing but phyllotaxy. Yes, very important slide students. This slide many times, not one time students, many times asked in your NEET exam. Understanding it? So acha se you have to understand phyllotaxy. Understanding it? If you take phyllotaxy, the process of arrangement of the leaves on the branch or stem, how the leaves are arranged on the branch or stem, that arrangement only you are calling it as phyllotaxy. I repeat, how the leaves are arranged on the stem or branch, that arrangement it is called as phyllotaxy. अभी समझ में ना what is phyllotaxy? phyllotaxy समझ में?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes.
Such phyllotaxy, it is of three types. What are they? First one, it is called as alternate phyllotaxy. The first phyllotaxy is alternate phyllotaxy, and the second one it is called as opposite phyllotaxy, and the third one it is called as oral phyllotaxy. So first one alternate, second one opposite, third one oral phyllotaxy. So there are three types of arrangements. Now let us take one after one. Now please understand, imagine, just imagine this. Yes sir, boliye sir.
Phyllotaxy not understood.
How the leaves are arranged, that means kaun sa style mein, kaun sa fashion mein these leaves are arranged on the branch or stem, then that is called as phyllotaxy. That means leaves kaise arranged, they are arranged as like circles or they are arranged like a flowers or they are arranged single jaise, now double jaise, how they are arranged on the stem, that arrangement only you are calling it as phyllotaxy.
Yes, sir, understood.
Okay, such phyllotaxy, it is of three types. What are they? First one it is called as alternate phyllotaxy, second one it is called as opposite phyllotaxy, and the third one it is called as oral phyllotaxy. Now I am explaining the first one, that is nothing but alternate phyllotaxy. Now let us take, imagine, let us consider this is a stem, this is a stem. Now this is a node. Let us take this is one more node. Let us take this is another node and thoda aage बढ़ा के let us take this is another node. Understanding it? Now this 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 is actually a stem. देखो, this is actually a stem. If you take a stem, एक leaf एक नोड से, that means एक नोड से एक ही लीफ आता है. Now देखो, एक नोड से एक लीफ आया ना. Now imagine this is right side. Now the next leaf क्या है ना, it comes from the left side. You're understanding it? Now what happens, from another node एक ही leaf आता है, again from the right side, and again if it comes from the left side. Understanding it? Like that, एक node से एक ही leaf आता है and it is present in zigzag manner, then that is called as alternate phyllotaxy. Any doubts, please ask. Alternate phyllotaxy में any doubts?
No doubt, sir.
Now, if you don't have any doubt, can you please tell me what is alternate phyllotaxy, please?
Single leaf arises at each node in alternate manner.
Very good. And in a zigzag way, if they're arranged, then that is called as alternate phyllotaxy. Understanding it? Now, the next one, it is called as opposite phyllotaxy. Which one? Opposite. Now, if you take opposite, dekho, otherwise I'll rub it. Here only I'll draw. I'll rub it. Now, if you take opposite phyllotaxy, yes, imagine as it is, this is a stem. Imagine this is as it is stem. Now, these are the nodes. And if from every node, two leaves are arising. If from every node, two leaves are arising, understanding it, and they are facing opposite to each other. They are facing opposite to each other. Then that is called as opposite phyllotaxy. See, this is one leaf and this is second leaf. And see, and they are facing each other. Understanding it? Then this is called as opposite phyllotaxy. Now, can you please tell me what is opposite phyllotaxy? Anyone who are interested, can you please tell me?
A pair of leaves arises at each node on opposite sides.
And facing each other. एक लीफ दूसरा लीफ से फेस होता है. That means it see the other leaf. So face to face बात करो ऐसा बोलता है ना गुंडा लोग. Understanding it? ऐसा leaf face to face देखता है. Then that is called as opposite phyllotaxy. Understanding it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Such opposite phyllotaxy, it is again of two types. What are the two types? The first one, it is called as
arises at.
Okay. Again, the opposite phyllotaxy, it is of two types. What are the two types? The first one, it is called as opposite decussate. Name thoda difficulty hai. Decussate. Tell me, decussate. Can anyone pronounce it?
Decussate.
Decussate. And the next one, it is nothing but superposed. What is that? Superposed. Sir, what is this decussate? What is this superposed? I'll tell. Just wait. See, decussate matlab, देखो, I'll tell, but let me tell you one thing. How many of you have seen milkweed? Calotropis बोलता है ना, when you cut that particular leaf, आपको milk जैसा substance बाहर आता है. How many of you have seen that?
Yes, sir, seen.
If you really have seen how the leaves are arranged, anyone, if really if you see how the leaves are arranged, can you please tell me? Okay, I'll tell. Don't worry. If you don't know, I'll tell. Okay. Eraser. Yes. Now, let us take decussate. Either I'll draw it nicely. Now, if you take decussate, imagine this is a stem. Okay. Now, this is a nodal region. Now, what happens? One leaf, one pair of leaf, it comes like this. Now, देखो, other pair, it is exactly right angles to it. Understood it or not? Got my point? That means ऐसा एक pair आता है and ऐसा एक pair आता है and ऐसा that देखो ऐसा Understanding it or not? That means it is right angles to each other. Then that is called as a decussate. Understanding it? Any doubts in decussate? Please tell me what is decussate.
Sir, in that leaves are right angle to each other.
When the leaves are
Right angles to each other. What is the meaning of right angles? I don't. मुझे पता नहीं. Can anyone tell what is the meaning of right angles? Can you tell me?
All the leaves are placed at an angle of 90 degrees to each other.
Yes, very good. Now this is एक pair of leaf है ना. Now देखो दूसरा पेयर में कैसे ड्रॉ कर रहे. Now देखो ऐसा हो रहा है. Understanding it? That means देखो ऐसा दिखता है. Understanding? When you see all the leaves, some leaves are present in this side and some leaves are present in this side. ऐसा चारों को तरफ you can be able to see the leaves. Then that is called as what? Decussate. Understanding it? And best example is Musenda and also Calotropis. Calotropis मतलब milkweed. Understanding it? And the next one, it is nothing but superposed. Superposed मतलब normal opposite. That means every node there arises. That means they are arranged parallel to each other. Yes, sir. See, they are arranged parallel. Understanding it? Then that is called as superposed. Understanding it? Normal opposite phyllotaxy. Any doubts in this?
Opposite.
No doubt, sir.
Okay. Now the last one. Last one, it is nothing but oral phyllotaxy. ये सब छोड़ो, biology की से सब छोड़ो. What is the meaning of oral? पहले what is the meaning of oral बोलिए.
The circular pattern.
Circle है ना, same as it is. You see, otherwise I'll zoom it. You can see it also. I'll zoom it. देखो इधर है ना एक ही नोड बट मेनी लीव्स आर प्रेजेंट इन फॉर्म ऑफ सर्किल. दिख रहा है ना आपको बच्चों? दिख रहा है ना?
Yes,
this
sir.
is a node. एक नोड है and but many leaves are present in form of a circle. Then that is called as oral phyllotaxy. समझ में आना oral phyllotaxy? क्या बोलिए? समझ में आया? समझ में नहीं आया? बोलिए. Now,
Understood.
if you understood, I'll ask you questions. Reason क्या है ना? Phyllotaxy is a very important topic.
Yes,
That's
sir.
why I'll ask. What do you mean by phyllotaxy?
Phyllotaxy is the arrangement of leaves on a stem or a branch.
Okay. What is the meaning of opposite phyllotaxy?
In pairs at each node.
Yeah, if the leaves are arranged in pairs from each node and its leaves
Node.
are facing each other.
Opposite sides.
Yes, in opposite side. Then that is called as opposite phyllotaxy. What is the difference between decussate and superposed? What is the difference between decussate and superposed phyllotaxy?
Decussate lives in a right
At an
angle
angle of
and
90 degrees to each other, and in superposed, the leaves are arranged directly in a pair.
Yeah, in parallel to each other. Parallel to each other. Very good. What is the meaning of oral phyllotaxy?
more than two leaves right and
Two
node in
leaves
form
are
of whole.
arranged at each
In a
node.
circle. Now, from each node, many leaves are present in a form of a circle. Then that is called as oral. Perfect, students. Very nice. And let us take the last topic of today. Today I'll stop with this topic. The last topic is the types of leaves. One second, it is getting loaded. थोड़ा time ले रहा है. Yes. Today I'm stopping with this topic, students. Last topic of today, that is nothing but types of leaf. See, there are two. I forgot to take the pencil. Now, if you take, there are two types of leaves are there. What are they? Dekho, simple leaf and compound leaf. What is simple leaf? You know, let us take. Imagine this is a node. Just imagine, this is a node. Stem a node. From node, एक leaf it arises. Then this is called a simple leaf. एक नोड एक ही लीफ आ रही है, देन दैट इज कॉल्ड अ सिंपल लीफ. नो, थोड़ा ऑपोजिट चल रहे हैं. कैसे सर ऑपोजिट मतलब व्हाट डू यू मीन? लेट अस टेक दिस इज अ स्टेम. Now let us take this is a node. From node there arises a longitudinal structure called as rachis. This is called as a rachis. And this rachis may many leaves are present. Many leaves are present on the rachis. Then that is called as a compound leaf. Understanding it? For example, if you take rose, I don't know how many of you have seen rose leaves. Rose leaves में क्या होता है ना, एक rachis होता है, a rachis, and on rachis में 5 leaves are present. So if many leaves are present on the same rachis, if many leaves are present on the same rachis, then that is called as a compound leaf. Any doubts in this? And in compound leaf, every leaf that is present on the rachis, it is called as a leaflet. Leaflet. Now, idhar tak any doubts hai to please ask. Otherwise, I'll go ahead. Otherwise, I'll repeat the same point. Okay. I
Sir?
think you must have. हाँ बेटा बोलिए.
Explain again.
Explain again. See, before I explain again, I'll ask you one question. See, आप coriander नहीं, कड़ी पत्ता, curry leaves देखा आपने?
Yes, sir.
curry leaves में क्या होता है? एक rachis, ऐसा लंबा एक rachis होता है ना? And उसको so many curry leaves are present, है ना? अभी समझ में है ना?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Understood.
If the many leaves are present, then that is many leaves are present on the same rachis, then that is called as compound leaf. Understanding it? And in compound leaf, each and every leaf it is called as a leaflet. It is called as a leaflet. Understanding it? ऐसा नहीं एक ही नोड से एक ही लीफ आ रही है, सिर्फ एक ही लीफ आ रही है, then that is called a simple leaf. हो गया, that's it.
Understood.
Very good, very good. Now let me rub and then I'll continue the further things. Okay, now enough of place मिल गया, so I am taking it. Now, again, this particular compound leaf, it is of two types. What are they? The first one, it is called pinnate compound leaf, and the next one is palmate compound leaf. Understanding it? Pinnate compound matlab, this is a rachis. Please understand. Imagine this is a rachis, and throughout the rachis, you can be able to see the leaves are present, like neem or what do you call kadi patta जैसे throughout पूरा rachis में leaves होता है, then that is called as pinnate compound. Otherwise, imagine this is a rachis. Just imagine this is a rachis, and पूरा rachis left empty. एक leaf भी नहीं रहेगा, but all the leaves that are present on the what this particular what do you call rachis, then like a palm. See देखो ये पूरा हाथ empty है, इधर no fingers, but देखो इधर fingers है. Like that, imagine this is a rachis and these are the leaves, and leaves are present on the rachis, then that is called as the palmate. So pinnate and palmate, समझ में आया? Any doubts are there? Pinnate, palmate.
Understood, sir.
If you understand, can you please tell me what is pinnate and palmate, please?
In pinnate, the leaflets are arranged on both the sides of rachis, and in the palmate, the leaflets are
just 1 second. On both the sides, instead of that, throughout the rachis you have to use. Which word? Throughout the rachis. Perfect.
And in palmate, all the leaflets are arranged on the upper end of the petiole.
Only upper portion में many leaves are present, and leaving the complete rake is empty. See papaya, see you have seen papaya leaf. Papaya.
Yes,
How
sir.
many of you seen papaya? In that
Yes,
papaya,
sir.
if you see पूरा is पूरा इधर से a leaf base है and पूरा empty है, and on top of it you can be able to see irregular many leaves, understanding it, and then
Yeah.
that is called as palmate. Okay.
Palmate.
Okay, now let us take various types of pinnate leaves. Okay, various types of pinnate leaves. Very easy. दिखने में है ना बड़ा दिखता है, actually very easy, to be frank. Now pinnate मतलब देखो, imagine this is rachis. Imagine this is rachis. Rachis में only once you can be able to see the leaves. That means एक ही बार लीव्स आता है, then that is called as unipinnate. No, if you take the rachis, and rachis में एक subrachis होता है, देखो a subrachis, and on subrachis you can be able to see the leaves, understanding it. Then see this is main rachis 1 and this is subrachis 2, and इधर एक ही rachis है. So एक ही rachis है which is covered with the leaves, then that is called as unipinnate. No, if two times, that means rachis and subrachis, two rachis are there, then bipinnate. Now एक rachis है and एक subrachis है, and again sub rachis में leaves are present, then that is called as tripinnate. And so many rachis, that means see देखो एक rachis, subrachis, sub rachis, and again sub rachis में you can be able to see what, the leaves, then that is called as a decompound. It can be seen in carrot. Understood? Unipinnate, bipinnate, tripinnate, and decompound. Any doubts, please let me know. I am here only, I can answer.
Understood, sir.
Understood? Now see I told pinnate na. Can anyone tell palmate? Please, for me at least try.
In palmate, all the leaflets are arranged only on the upper end of the petiole.
No, types.
Unifoliate, bifoliate, trifoliate, tetrafoliate, multifoliate.
No,
Sir,
beta.
can I explain?
Yeah, please
If
explain.
only one leaflet is present, then unifoliate. Two leaflets are then bifoliate. Three leaflets, then trifoliate. Four leaves,
एक मिनट,
then
सिर्फ एक
tetra.
बेटा, सिर्फ एक मिनट. ट्राइफोलेट मतलब शिव जी का बेल पत्र देते हैं ना आप लोग, शिव जी का.
Sir, not audible.
Not audible, even not
Yes,
visible
sir.
also. I think something happened to my app. क्या हुआ?
You are audible, sir.
But
Your voice
मुझे
is
कुछ,
breaking.
there is something
Oh, it
happened
is
with the
very
app.
clear.
Hey, give me 2 minutes. I am just adding. Okay, please wait for 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, at
Sir,
least now is it okay?
Yes, it is okay now.
yes, okay.
Now palmate मतलब imagine this is a rachis, and rachis पूरा rachis है ना, पूरा empty, and on top of it एक ही leaf आएगा, then that is called as unifoliate. Now पूरा rachis is empty, पूरा complete rachis is empty, but on top of it two leaves are arranged, then that is called as bifoliate. No, if pura rakis is empty, but क्या हुआ अचानक? Morning also ना this app थोड़ा problem दिया मुझे, अचानक it stopped. This is the second time. Okay, whatever it is. Now if you take this is a rakis.
2 मिनट हम 2 मिनट.
हाँ बेटा कुछ प्रॉब्लम है क्या? और एक बार बोलूं मैं?
No problem, sir.
Okay. Now 3 leaves are arranged. If 3 leaves are arranged, then that is called as trifoliate. Now if 4 leaves are arranged, tetrafoliate. Many leaves are arranged, multifoliate. Understanding, like silk, cotton. So with this, today's class is completed. If you have any doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, I'll leave the class. What do you say? If you have any doubts, please ask.
No doubt, sir.
No doubts.
sir.
Then okay, then I'll meet you tomorrow with the continuation. Okay.
Bye, sir.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Bye, sir.
Sir,
Bye. हाँ बेटा
Sir,
बोलिए, सुन रहे. हाँ
can you
बोलिए.
explain peripinnate?
See, peripinnate मतलब देखो, you take, see this is a rakis, okay. Peripinnate में you count the leaves, even number आता है, 4 आता है, नहीं तो 6 आता है, 8 आता है, नहीं तो 10 आता है, like that. Even number में आएगा तो then that is called peripinnate. Imperipinnate मतलब see 5 आता है, नहीं तो what you call 7 आता है, नहीं तो 9 आता है. If for example, if odd number से end होते हैं, the number of leaflets, then that is called as imperi. No, even number से end हो रहे हैं, then that is called as peripinnate. Understanding it?
Sir,
No.
how we will define rakis if it comes?
How many? समझ में नहीं. I sorry, I did not get.
Rakis मतलब?
Rakis मतलब common axis. See, if you take many leaves are produced, many leaves hold करने के लिए कुछ तो common axis होना चाहिए ना. That common axis, it is nothing but rakis. Understanding it? The common axis which bears many leaves, that is called as rakis. The common axis or structure bears many leaves, then that is called as rakis. Understanding it? Now you understood what is the meaning of rakis?
Understood, sir.
सर एक बार ट्राइपिन्नेट बता दीजिए ना.
ट्राइपिन्नेट मतलब बाइपिन्नेट, ट्राइपिन्नेट,
बाइपिन्नेट.
बाइपिन्नेट. देखो, दिस इज द रैकिस. इधर तक समझ में ना? ये की रैकिस है. नाउ एक रैकिस में सी देखो, एक सब रैकिस आया. अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट? गॉट माय पॉइंट?
Yes,
नाउ
sir.
दिस इज कॉल्ड एज बाइपिन्नेट. नाउ देखो, ट्राइपिन्नेट मतलब दिस इज एक रैकिस एंड दिस इज दूसरा सब रैकिस एंड इसमें तीसरा सब रैकिस आएगा. Then this is called a tripinnate. Now see देखो, decompound मतलब again इससे और एक रेकिस के साथ है. Understanding it? Then this is called as what? Decompound. Okay.
Understood, sir. Thank you, sir.
Very good. Bye बच्चों. Bye. Tomorrow
Bye,
I'll
sir.
finish this. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye. Bye बेटा.
Bye, sir.